Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top 5 new comics for April 26th and 27th of 2022. I'm, as always, Chris. Remember, everybody, to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. And with all that, let's jump into the books. Starting with Thor, number 24, or 700, depending on how you want to do it. This is written by Donny Cates, Jason Aaron, Tom DeFalco, L. Ewing, J. Michael Straczynski, Dan Jurgens, and Walt Simonson, with art by Walt Simonson, Lee Garbett, Olivier Coipel, Ron Frenz, Nick Klein, and Des Pastoras. These long lists always kill me. Thor. It's been an awesome book. Donnie and Nick are doing a great job with this. We ended the last story arc, and spoilers ahead. Odin is no longer with us. He's gone forever, because that's how comics works. No one ever comes back. But this issue is Funeral for an All-Father. So it looks like this issue is going to be a tribute to Odin. A great way to spend issue 750 with this all-star cast of creators. Obviously, I've been loving Donnie and Nick's run. It's been phenomenal, but Jason and team that's the Thor that I fell in love with. Al Ewing's an amazing creator. Obviously, everybody on here is just so great, and then to bring back Walt Simonson for a Thor book is just the tops. It's the tops, everybody. So I'm really excited for this issue. It's just been phenomenal stuff. I can't say it enough, but Donnie's top tier in this industry, and I'm going to read everything that he does. After that, we're going to DC Comics with Justice League number 75. This is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Art-Rafa Sandoval. So you're asking yourself, Chris, you haven't written Justice League. But this is the final issue, the final ever issue of Justice League, the death of the Justice League. A lot of death this week. That's what I'm all about this week, apparently. But this is going to set up everything going into Dark Crisis, everything that DC's been building up for 2-3 years now, ever since they did their soft reboot recently. And to have Joshua Williamson helming it, who's helming everything DC right now, it just seems like a necessary title moving into everything DC, and with Dark Crisis coming up. So I am excited for it, just to see what this is all about. What does the death of the Justice League really mean? Is it really going to be the death of the Justice League? All of these things. And just to pay tribute to Joshua Williamson, who's been knocking out of the park and everything DC recently. Every book he puts out is just phenomenal, and I'm really excited to see him go to the next level and get the big event book that is going to be the summer book for DC. I'm really excited to see how he handles all this, and this is the unofficial start. This is where, after this event, this is where the Dark Crisis comes from. So I'm excited to check this one out. After that, we've got Dark Knights of Steel, number 6. This is written by Tom Taylor with art by Art-Yasmine Putri. Dark Knights of Steel has just been so good. I'm not normally a big fantasy fan, a big fantasy buff, but having that fantasy Game of Thrones element thrown into the DC universe as this kind of alt universe telling of what happens, it's just been so good. And after the events of the last few issues, learning who the Green Man is, getting the true backstory of Bruce Wayne in this universe, how he's connected to the L's, and everything else going on, I just can't speak highly enough about this book. If you're not reading it, you're missing at least a top 5 book of the year, if not my favorite book of the year. It's just so well done. And it comes back to the creative team. I mean, Tom Taylor's the king of this stuff. Art-Yasmine Putri's art is just phenomenal. Everything about this book is just great. Go check it out, please. Please be reading this book. After that, I've got Batman Beyond the White Knight #2. This is written by Sean Murphy with art by, you guessed it, Sean Murphy. So, we had Beyond the White Knight issue #1. I'm a big fan of the White Knight universe and everything that Sean's doing with it. And then to take it to the next level with a series like Batman Beyond, which is just one of those series that I always come back to, just put it to another level for me. And in everything that Sean did in the last issue, odes to Return of the Joker, odes to everything that the cartoon was, and also twisting it in a way that fit within the White Knight universe. It was a great first issue. And it lays out foundations that make sense for the Beyond universe. At the same time, continue the story of the White Knight universe. And then give us little spin-offs too, like the Red Hood spin-off coming. And I'm sure we'll get more down the line as well. Everybody, if you've never read Batman White Knight, I mean, go back and read it and go through that series. If you're a fan of Batman the Animated Series or just good Batman stuff, this is top tier. This is... Reading White Knight reminds me of why I enjoy Batman as a character. I really, really highly recommend it. We will end this week with Rogues #2. This is written by Joshua Williamson with art by Massimiliano Leomacs. Sorry. I really liked the first Rogues book. I'm not a huge Flash fan, but I do enjoy his Rogues, especially the Rogues. They're just really great characters that stand out amongst a otherwise, in my opinion, boring group of rogues in the Flash universe. We get a lot of other speedsters in Flash, and then when you get the rogues themselves, you get Captain Cold, you get Heatwave, and all these great characters. It just adds something different that is so much fun, so great about it. So to get a book about them on their own is enough, but then to add the premise of like they've gotten old and they're going to go for one last, big score to end all big scores, and then to throw in that score is about, spoilers, a bunch of gold sitting underneath Gorilla City. Like, everything about it is so fun, so great. And that last issue, the way it ended with Captain Cold kind of upping the ante with everything, just made it top tier. This was a great first issue. I'm really looking forward to the second issue. I think everybody should be reading it. So everybody, that is everything this week. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to check out the podcast, Fortress Comic News. This week we are talking with, I believe, Derek Robertson. So make sure you check that out. Derek's amazing. And you can also find that interview on the YouTube channel as well if you don't want to listen to the podcast. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you all here next week.